Hello, everyone. I'm Kevin Frazier, and this is EA Sports Game Changers.
Today, one-on-one with Cincinnati Bengals head coach Marvin Lewis. He's winning on the field and helping kids in school. Then, the game-changing moment that captured the nation. Allie LaForce looks back at the basket that changed this boy's life and goes one-on-one to see if Mitchell Marcus still has the magic touch. Plus, Russell Wilson, Colin Kaepernick, Arian Foster, and Marshawn Lynch. Why are they all in one place with a grizzly bear? And Joe Torre won 5 World Series titles with the Yankees. Now he opens up about the hard times he faced as a young boy and how he's using his past to help kids today. All this and more. Game Changers is on.
Hello and welcome. I'm Kevin Frazier, and this is EA Sports Game Changers. This is a great show today. We have huge NFL stars in makeup. We're inside the home of baseball great Joe Torre and an inspiring story about a basketball junkie from El Paso, Texas. But first, a coach who is helping to change the lives of others. When Bengals head coach Marvin Lewis isn't on the field directing the troops, he's on the streets helping the families who need it most. Ross Thomas spent a day with the man on the move in Cincinnati.
Well, he's one of the most successful and well-respected coaches in the NFL, but it's what Marvin Lewis does off the field that is truly inspirational. We're here at Marvin Lewis's Learning is Cool kickoff event, and we're taking you inside for all the action.
We could not be more excited to kick off the Learning is Cool program.
Balloons, Bengals, and unbelievable energy. Everywhere I turned were screaming students, NFL stars, and the one and only striped Bengals mascot himself, Houday. But here's the twist. These kids were not cheering for football players. They were cheering for the first week of school. That's right, school. And there's only one man capable of igniting this kind of passion to hit the books. And that's Bengals head coach Marvin Lewis.
The Learning is Cool event is in its 6th year. Tell me a little bit specifically about what that program is all about.
Well, what Learning is Cool is promotes academic achievement, and we're having the chance to create an environment to reinforce to young people that getting good grades is cool.
If you're on the A honor roll twice during the year, you get to have a celebration with the Cincinnati Bengal players. The program is definitely having a positive influence on our children in Cincinnati public schools.
Oftentimes when the word learning comes around or going to school, the first thing that comes up in your mind is not cool. How do you reach them in that way where it really resonates with them?
We have almost probably 14, 15 players that have given up their time and they make appearances, they're there, and it's been huge that young person can tangibly see a Bengals football player be there and be a part of it.
Today we're here for the Learning is Cool kickoff. How does the kickoff sort of ignite the students of this year to get those grades?
We give them a kickoff gift. And so it really gives them visual aid that this is the beginning of the school year, and it lays out the principles of what we're trying to do throughout the year.
What was it like to have these big NFL Bengals being here for the Learning is Cool program?
It was awesome.
You can combine fun and studying. No matter what you want to be in life, if you do your best and you study hard, you can achieve great things.
If you get an education, then you can go to college and do what you want to do.
You can have fun studying, right? Learning is cool. Coach, you have one of the longest track records in doing this kind of work off the field. Why is it important to go beyond the game and get out in the community and really be a part of the outreach?
Well, I think all of us, that's why we coach. I mean, we coach to help others make their lives better, achieve things and goals that they didn't know that they could do. We go into something with one common goal, and we want to come out of it better on the other hand to improve the lives of others. This year we awarded a scholarship to a high school senior who was part of our Learning is Cool program in the Cincinnati Public Schools. And now that young gal is going on to college.
That is so cool.
Sitting with Marvin Lewis was great, but I still needed to ask the obvious question. Did he think I could make it in the NFL?
There you go. Well, we got to get that. I'd say we want to get that elbow up. We had the elbow down here. We want to get the trajectory up and work on that.
That sounds like a good going.
But right now, I don't think Andy Dalton or Peyton Manning or Ben Roethlisberger are in trouble right now.
Well, Marvin may not be able to help me with an NFL career, but there's no doubt he'll keep helping the kids of Cincinnati with their future. For more NFL content, go to NFLrush.com.
When Game Changers returns, the incredible inbounds pass that changed a boy's life forever. Then, you won't believe how Arian Foster and Marshawn Lynch have aged for the camera. We're there, and so are quarterbacks Russell Wilson and Colin Kaepernick. Plus, one-on-one with Joe Torre and the reason why he decided to tell the world something he thought he'd never reveal.
If you know who Mitchell Marcus is, then you know his story reads like a Hollywood movie. But this movie very well could be a comedy because we discovered a whole other side to the kid from El Paso. He's a sharp-shooting, sharp-witted basketball junkie with ice in his veins at the free throw line. Our Allie LaForce has more.
He's a fun-loving teenager from El Paso, Texas, who's had a love affair with the game of basketball his entire life.
Mitchell means a lot to me, to this team, to this program, to this community. He's just an amazing person to be around.
Mitchell Marcus recently graduated from Coronado High School, but his basketball legacy will live for many years to come.
At what age was Mitchell when he first started to fall in love with basketball?
Gosh, our family is addicted to basketball. We've always been basketball fans. So Mitchell played basketball all the way through elementary school and middle school. The high school, they take it to another level.
Mitchell's developmental disability prevented him from playing on the high school basketball team. But it did not stop him from being an intricate part of the squad, doing everything possible as a team manager.
How did the opportunity come up to where he could be a manager for the high school team?
Coach Morales and Mitchell just bonded from the get-go.
Mitchell as a manager is just amazing. He takes pride in what he does, his commitment, his loyalty, the way he's dedicated to our program, cares about each individual on this team, and he understands that it takes a team effort to win a ball game.
In the locker room, before the last game of the season, on senior night, Coach Morales had a surprise for the team. He was going to suit up an extra player.
We're gonna have somebody special joining us for today's game. And on back of my hand, I had a jersey, and that jersey was for Mitchell Marcus. And I gave him the uniform, and his eyes just glowed, and I knew he couldn't wait to get into that game and to suit out in that uniform.
Dressed in uniform number 24, Marcus warmed up and sat with his teammates on the bench. On the court, the game was getting close. With Mitchell's family watching from the stands, Coach Morales looked down the bench. And number 24, Mitchell Marcus, officially checked into his first high school basketball game.
Towards the end of the game, I look around and I walk towards Mitchell and I said, "Mitchell, you ready?" And that's when we put him in the game.
So it was really an amazing gift for Coach to be so generous and to put him in. His teammates were so receiving of him. They were all so excited to have him in the game.
Everybody's just ecstatic seeing Mitchell out there. Everybody was calling Mitchell, Mitchell.
Mitchell launched a three-pointer, but didn't get the balance. With time ticking down and his teammates wanting him to score, they got him another shot.
I think, we're just sad. That was it. That was the last chance. There's 13 seconds. They're going to have the ball. I think everyone just wanted so badly for him to score, for him to have that moment.
And that's when the game-changing moment occurred. Watch as opposing player John Montagna, inbounding the ball, calls out to Mitchell.
I was up in the top of the stands, but I could hear him going, Mitchell, Mitchell. This boy passed the ball to Mitchell.
Words can't describe what he did for Mitchell and for our program, for this community.
It was a dream come true for Mitchell. He had officially scored in a game. I caught up with Marcus and his family to look back at how that basket changed his life.
When Jonathan passed you the ball, you shot it up towards the rim, you swooshed it. What was your reaction?
Very emotional. Everybody was already on the court. The Coronado Mog came after me after I scored that basket.
Now, I heard that Marcus is deadly from the free throw line, and there's only one way to find out.
Mitchell here says that he can beat almost every NBA player in a free throw competition if they were up for the challenge. But I say first, he has to go through me. Are you up for that?
Yes. No, you didn't.
Oh, no, you didn't, girl. Oh, yes, I did. Oh!
One.
Off the bounce. One. Oh,
two.
You got the shooter goal. We got two.
Three.
Mitchell just made 3 in a row.
Can't believe
Pressure's on.
Whatever, girl.
Swoosh. Oh my gosh,
4
for 4. 4. Pressure was on. Woo! So I made my 5, he made his 5. That's 10 for 10 combined, that's not bad. Mitchell said that he wouldn't lose to a girl, but how about tying with a girl?
It's okay.
Okay, tying works. We'll call it a truce.
Coming up, Russell Wilson, Colin Kaepernick, Arian Foster, and Marshawn Lynch. Why are they all in one place? With a grizzly bear? And baseball great Joe Torre opens up about the hard times he faced as a young boy and how he's using his past to help kids today.
Welcome back. I'm Kevin Frazier. Colin Kaepernick and Russell Wilson are 2 of the best young quarterbacks in the NFL. But did you know they're also thespians? Yes, we hung out on the set of their Los Angeles commercial shoot to check out their acting chops. Oh, and by the way, keep your eyes peeled for a couple of other NFL stars who, thanks to the wonders of makeup, have changed their look. Hundreds of lights, 4 NFL superstars, an empty stadium, and a grizzly bear. Just another day in Hollywood.
Hey, Mark.
Los Angeles was the place, and NFL stars Russell Wilson, Colin Kaepernick, Arian Foster, and Marshawn Lynch were front and center, acting in one of the most anticipated sports commercials in years.
Today we're shooting a commercial for EA Sports. My partner and I, we come up with ideas for them, and then, as you can see, kind of execute those. This is awesome. I mean, this has been really fun.
Game Changers was there at 6 a.m. to see these guys arrive. And if you think these 4 have fun on the field, oh, you should see them on set.
That's gay. In the TV spot, Arian Foster and Marshawn Lynch play the role of their fathers, who raised their sons to become great NFL players. The big end game is that they're actually raising their sons so they can play with them in the game.
Scratch my car, boy. The 2 running backs spent hours in the makeup chair going from this to this, while the quarterbacks rehearsed their lines and remembered what it was like to be kids.
As a kid, I just played sports. I wanted to play football if I could, and luckily it worked out that way.
Go all the way. What we really loved about the story of Colin and Russell, they meet when they're 10 years old at summer camp. They play Madden, and it's something that keeps them connected for their entire lives, and it basically drives them to be incredible NFL players so they can use each other to like beat each other.
The creative process starts with writers whose idea goes to paper and then to the actors and the animals. So how did these guys achieve their goals and reach the NFL? Believe in yourself, no matter what anyone says.
People telling you can't do things, whether it's in sports, in school, wherever it may be with your life. For me, I just kept going. It was something that, a lot of people really don't know me. So if you don't know me, how are you gonna know what I can and can't do? That was just my mindset.
So many people doubting me. I always dealt with people doubting me and, oh, there's no way he can do it. He's very, very talented, but he's too small. And that kind of underdog mindset always was kind of a thing that always motivated me and always pushed me. And I was a self-motivated person. I wasn't gonna let anybody stop me.
Good advice. As for the Bear, he nailed his part. For more NFL content, visit NFLRush.com.
Coming up, Joe Torre won 5 World Series titles with the Yankees. Now, the calm, cool, and collected skipper tells us why he decided to unveil a childhood secret that had haunted him forever.
Welcome back. Joe Torre won 4 World Series titles managing the Yankees. It's a tough job in a tough city. As a player, and some of us remember when he played, he was a 9-time All-Star. Now, for years, you really could call Joe the tough, silent type. But that changed on the day he decided to open up about the secret that he had kept inside for so many years. Allie LaForce sat down with Joe at his home where he talked about the good things that have come from bad memories.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bob Costas, and some of the biggest names in sports came to the Hotel Bel Air in Los Angeles to support baseball great Joe Torre and his wife Allie and their Safe at Home Foundation. As a big league player and manager, Joe Torre put up spectacular numbers. In his 16-year career, Joe hit .297. He's the 5th winningest manager of all time and guided the Yankees to 6 AL pennants in 12 years at the helm.
So you go from being in one of the most high-pressure situations and jobs, now you're out of the spotlight a little bit, and you're giving back to the community so much with your organization. How does it feel?
Well, it's interesting. Been very satisfying for us. We've reached thousands of kids, and it certainly is something that we want to go on and on.
Joe's talking about Margaret's Place, created to foster self-esteem in students going through tough times.
I learned a lot about how to speak up for myself and how to become a role model as opposed to just a peer.
Some of the kids, they get bullied, they get made fun of, or maybe being at home isn't always fun, but they know that when they come here, it'll be a different story.
It's a place where you can talk about your problems freely, and everything in here is confidential, so no students have to be scared of anything or be judged by others.
Named after Joe's mother, Margaret's Place helps kids deal with various problems at home and in school, including living in a household with domestic violence, something that Joe struggled with as a child.
There are trained counselors in these schools to talk people who are victims of domestic abuse through their situation, through their issues. And one of the things that you said was a misconception was that it's just women. Do you believe it's another misconception that, domestic abuse is just physical?
Well, it was in my case. My dad never physically abused me. However, I got to the point where after, getting through this and looking back, the fear it created and the insecurity it created in me, that if it wasn't for baseball, I don't know where would I have gone.
I read on your website that you would be really fearful and you would keep it into yourself because you thought that you were the only victim. So how do you get these young students, to take that initial step of going in and seeking help?
Well, it's part of the curriculum in the schools, and as I say, we don't sort of force feed them. They go into the rooms. It's a comfortable place to be. We have literature, we have games for them to play. They realize that it's safe. They're in a safe room. They're in a safe environment.
No matter what's going on in the world, I can always come here and feel grounded.
As soon as I come to Margaret's Place, I feel relaxed. I feel like I can talk about anything.
What kids go through is, it's secret. It's the secret they don't want to talk about, but yet it has profound influence on who they are. And so our message to them is that you're not alone. It's not your fault. And we're here if you want to talk about it.
If there was a message that you could speak directly to all the children who are experiencing what you did when you were younger, what would that be?
Well, find someone you can talk to. Don't keep these issues penned up inside. I mean, I did that. If there was a Margaret's Place when I was something like that when I was growing up and was able to share the issue, I think it would have been a little different for me. The kids are our treasure. They're our future, and I think we need to take care of them.
Thanks for watching. I'm Kevin Frazier, and of course, we'll see you next time right here on EA Sports Game Changers.